Hey, did you know that living sustainably can actually save you and the country money while at the same time creating a healthier environment? Hi, we are the citizens for a more sustainable America. My name is Chelsea, and I'm here with my fellow members, Mike, Vanessa, and Molly.
Hi!
We are here to inform you of the changes you can make to help reduce carbon emissions and all the benefits that come along with it. To give you an idea of how these benefits works, I'll explain the results of the Environmental Protection Agency's 2011 summary of the benefits of the implementation of the Clean Air Act in 1990. The summary found that though the efforts to meet the requirements of the Act cost a substantial amount of money, the improvements that have occurred since then have been much more valuable. Their study found that there were substantially fewer premature deaths and illnesses resulting from poor air quality. There have also been substantial improvements to the economy, an estimated value at $2 trillion by the year 2020, and vast improvements to the environmental conditions have also occurred. So overall, by actively making improvements and regulations to protect the environment, the value of the benefits greatly outweighs the cost. On an individual level, what you can do at your own home is to install solar electric systems, geothermal heat pumps, or wind energy systems that can give you tax breaks and tax credits from the federal, state, and local government. If you install these by 2016, you can receive a $2,000 tax break. On top of that, you will no longer be reliant on outside sources for your utilities. You could actually sustain yourself in your home, paying no money towards electric bills. There are also simple switches you can make, and one of those is switching to LED light bulbs. Although they are more expensive, about $15, the cost has fallen from $50 since 2012, so in just 2 years, the cost has fallen significantly. They also last 25 times longer, and the U.S. Department of Energy projects that you will save up to $140 on your electric bill during its lifespan. They also only require 6 watts instead of the conventional 60 watts. If the U.S. continues to make efforts to replace these bulbs, they think that it can save Americans $30 billion by the year 2030, so it's really a great investment. You can also request to receive your electricity from wind and solar options if possible. By increasing demand, costs will go down, and electric sources like wind turbine or solar energy can fall to the costs where they're very similar to coal, gas, and nuclear energy. By making requests and actively speaking out about these renewable energy sources, hopefully popularity will grow and the cost will continue to fall.
And besides the most popular forms of renewable energy, such as wind and solar, as you were talking about, other countries around the world have been researching and using new and innovative ways to become more energy efficient. Like Sweden. Sweden's been converting garbage into energy for heating and electricity. What they do is they burn garbage to create steam, and the steam goes into a steam turbine to produce a certain number of megawatts to create electricity. And then the waste heat from that process is captured and then funneled into the city's district heating system, which actually supplies around 40% of the city's heating needs. And then any other byproducts of that process, such as ash that comes out from the bottom, it's actually sorted out with the metals and recycled to use for fill in road construction. And as a result of this, only 1% of Sweden's waste goes into their landfills, actually. And look at Iceland. Iceland's been researching using hydrogen-powered vehicles that use their water for energy. And they've actually been able to use buses and cars that run solely off hydrogen power, using water as the source and using steam to use hydrogen. And so, like, these new innovative ways of researching renewable energy sources really shows that America could really step up our research efforts in finding new innovative ways to create energy.
The United States has made great efforts in the act of sustainability for our nation and the world. Some of the top cities standing with the greatest attributions to this effort have been Seattle, Chicago, and Portland. First off, we have Seattle. These people are better known as the Seattleites, as and are described as highly educated and environmentally minded. What have they done? The Emerald City has brought a brand new light rail system into their city and have brought reliance on hydroelectricity, which have resulted in good air quality. We also have, in the Midwest area, Chicago. Famous for its architecture, today Chicago has more LEED certified buildings than any other U.S. city and over 300 green roofs built in the downtown area of Chicago. Building a green city on top of their own has really brought environmental efforts to new heights. Third, we have Portland, Seattle's neighbor to the south. The city has always been ahead of the curve on controlling urban sprawl, and they have suppressed greenhouse gas emissions. Portland's residents also recycle more than half their waste and have also built up a light rail system. Many things have been done in the nearest cities towards sustainability efforts in the U.S., and these are just some of the few. Just by recycling half their waste, suppressing greenhouse emissions, and building green roofs have made a great difference in the U.S.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. In order to further the aims made to build and live more sustainably, we could reduce our emissions to make the world a better place for future generations. If we cut our carbon emissions now, it will be less expensive in the long term. We propose a policy to reduce emissions in some countries by as much as 50%, but everyone has to participate in order for it to work. We can't use up the earth and leave nothing left for our children and children's children and leave them with the bill. If you want to find out more information on the policy and what you can do, check out our blog at citizensforamoresustainableamerica.wordpress.com for more information. Thanks!